relinquishing the bet, ascending to the apex.
Catch and claw until I am willing to do whatever it takes.
Calculate. No remorse, no morality.
Those that don't learn.
One objective. The king of their evolution or perish.
They're all gone. You.
There's nothing more lethal than the 3 months.
The rivalry renewed.
Introducing first, from St. Louis, he is the
Legend Keller has come to Super Showdown. Randy Orton, never so bitter. He was a young man, came up in the group evolution along H would dump the young upstart.
one of the greatest rivalries tonight. Will the Viper banquet?
I know Renee, Ric Flair, but you had the opportunity to talk to the two-time.
And Rick said both will be two-time reign. Hunter stays ready 24/7, victorious tonight.
One of those bothers Randy Orton that allowed him to reach the heights that he did in his career, out his own path to WWE history.
And I'm a generation superstar. His dad on in his career to win 3 men in history have held more. One of them,
as our good friend JBL liked to say, like Randy Orton.
two-time Royal Rumble winner and ever at 24 years old. Triple H has a badass entrance like that.
Think the task at hand, the game knows from the get-go, the long and dictating. Look this before, if there's anyone who's predator.
And we see Triple H man walks into the ring as the game. You can't doubt
He is a 14-time world champion. Ring. And in many ways, they'll meet Randy Orton for the first 10. And when you think about it against one another over the years, the Night of Champions, you think of a fatal first major one-on-one match with Triple H. And tonight marks the first time Evolution stablemate Batista back at
Jetty. You can feel it. This is intense.
WWE fans here in a Jeddah, what it is today, but tonight it is not about that stage of Super Showdown.
Two of the best competitors of all time.
And over the years, none have succeeded. Orton and Triple H lock up, match up underway.
Finality, that statement from Triple H that ran obsessing over and driving him here tonight.
Randy Orton's temper understands how advantage of that tonight.
I want to talk about the legend killer Orton.
Orton still is. What does Triple H need to do?
He has built throughout his career in WWE. Randy, Triple H needs to be cautious, be careful. Orton is waiting for Hunter to make a mistake.
Take down by Orton, and look at
Triple H not trying anything fancy, very traditional match, and vice versa.
You know, I've had the distinct honor of WWE back in 2004, and great champions of WWE. There's always the men champion, but Randy Orton's almost an afterthought.
Has a lot to do with the fact that Randy Orton is still regularly events like this. You almost take it for granted what he's capable of being.
Randy Orton is so seamless, also not the one to sit around and tell everybody.
Renee, seamlessly, it's perfect. About as Triple H is sent across the ring, shoulder tap. And Triple H. Telegraph that, looks for the pedigree. Orton looks for the RK up for Randy.
There's a warning
as well.
Inside the head of Randy Orton, inside the head of the Vipers.
Thought we'd see this match again. It's been almost a decade. And
two master chess players at work. two competitors of this caliber. Triple outthink one another as much as land a quick
Care about the lockup, the hold. He turned around.
Get you. If you're Triple H and you're worried about manipulate, stop the game dead where he stood.
Putting away Batista.
You could make that argument, Renee, but that was several on WWE live events around the globe.
I mean, and the amazing physical basis.
As the Nature Boy said, I mean, he is match ready.
In his left hand, banged hard his mind. Oh, as he now begins to always a step ahead. Always thinking what he's going to exploit it. Oh, and again, the shoulder had a history of shoulder problems. His attack.
You would have to imagine in Triple H is thinking, what can I attack? What is the weakest point?
Where he wants him, and Triple. Oh, God. From us is obviously in. Meanwhile, Triple H table.
On the monitors.
And, yeah, I was going to say one of our television monitors here, and it caught him hard.
Almost as if Orton was luring in Triple H.
Put on this announce table, not just hit that one hard. And now Randy Orton turns, tried to send him into the steel step.
By the Viper
again, shoulder first into the step. There's a reason this man's called the Apex Predator. Orton went to a. Randy goes right back to his injured arm, trying to get some beef to the boat.
Vicious stomp. Hunter's ability to punch.
Randy Orton sets up his opponent for the Orton's.
Loving every minute of it.
Actual body parts that Orton target. Randy Orton just inflicting maximum damage.
Everyone with a purpose. Cover, and a kick out.
Left arm, which was damaged by Triple H, but it has been all.
Triple H, and let's not forget, guys, the last time that we were in rehab and finally get back and turned down now by Randy Orton, who much.
He argued Orton's in better ring shape, as I said before. Much of what Randy Orton is using against Triple H. Hunter, for how long?
Well, I've moved on a long way away from Triple H. That was he's become his own individual with his own style and his own
mentor that you can never unlearn, that almost become a matchup.
Or if you fall into any old habits after.
Randy just wearing Triple H down, trying to fight back and get back to his feet.
Ooh. There you go, bending the rules a little bit. And to your point, Renee, I don't habits. You don't reach this pinnacle of sport.
To try to knock off Triple H in a kick.
Slow, methodical, strategic. There have been little slip-ups even to this point that superstars in the history of WWE.
Still drop kicks off the top rope as you look at Saudi Arabia for WWE
or master a certain style of wrestling. They know what doesn't. It's almost an ability to adapt. And
when it strikes, it comes from out of nowhere. I mean, that perfect.
Randy Orton, look at the blows.
Orton answering back with a sharp. High knee connects.
And now Randy Orton at triple point in the matchup. Critical moment.
Last moment. Regaining his footing within the matchup. But a pedigree.
Looking for the pedigree, Randy Orton. And he sends Triple H into the corner. Cover for the win and a kick out by Orton.
One of these men wants to make any kind of mistake.
Preparing for one another's spectacular finish. Well scouted there. This matchup comes down to who does it first.
And it's been a punish, able to put the other away.
Trying to counter, and he's
able
to
to
launch Triple H out to the right of his own. That Heyman DDT and a drop.
Familiar with one another and each other's, and as we just saw, a beautiful drop.
Down. This now a critical moment in the.
Starting to make their way to their feet throughout this.
And Randy Orton placing Triple H up.
A picture-perfect superplex. An homage. Triple H be the next to join that list.
What an imposing sight.
Triple H for, as I said, what about a match?
Triple H able to counter from behind, clubbing.
Yep, delivering a strong blow from and replaying his game. Is to you, Randy. How about the cover?
Hooks the leg and Triple H.
Tearing apart earlier.
But Hunter getting over nearly cost the game the matchup. The backful. Watch this work on his power slam.
Yeah, the ever rebellious put Triple H away. You can still see favoring.
In no man's land, this is exactly where Randy Whooper.
This.
Vintage. In pain from the damage suffered to his left shoulder. Might be out.
Yeah, Triple H has absorbed it. Randy Orton maybe going to that place. Stalking his opponent. Triple H setting up.
Here it comes.
And the game spine for the win. Kick at it.
Trying again, second cover.
And Orton, it's
Here
caught
we
the.
go.
Randy rolled him up, those shoulders down.
And
Middle of the ring to Triple H at Super Show.
right across the bridge of Randy Orton's nose, and it don't break.
You gotta wonder, it's the grip of Triple H.
Or the damage to both hands of Triple H, but for the moment, the game.
Randy Orton back to his knees, needs to try to somehow get back to his
Grip to finish the submission. Inches away from the bottom rope, but I don't think Orton realized. If Randy could stretch out his right leg, he could probably.
with the crossface still locked in.
This is what a veteran the caliber of Randy.
Finally makes it. It's gonna force the break.
Yeah, but seconds before the referee forced the hold to be broken. Trust me, tomorrow morning, both of these men will.
Still have up his sleeve at this point in the game.
I mean, very few mistakes.
One back down middle, went to Randy Orton. Randy Orton with an RKO! The leg on Triple H and a kick.
Yeah, but Orton quickly, bam! RKO from down.
Who has what it takes?
Only favoring that left arm.
At this point, if Orton or Triple H hit one another.
The battles these.
Oh, no. You don't think.
Orton, the reason he became called
The most ruthless maneuver in WWE.
years. Will Triple H be next? Triple H. And now the game's face is changed. Every time. Pedigree to Orton. To the leg. Orton kicks out.
WWE Universe right now. Randy Orton. Triple H had other plans. Somehow, someway, Randy.
Well, what now? What and have left in the tank this far into the game?
Tremendous show of respect from the WWE fan.
Randy Orton still moving after eating a pedigree from the get.
Triple H still stalking Orton. Randy Orton.
Table.
Triple H this time able to counter. Triple H that sends Randy Orton out of the table. For a second time. A third time. And now the rage. The game delivers Orton to the announce table for
Orton brought the big fight and has awakened the real assassin being felt by the Viper.
Triple H got to get Orton back in the ring.
And this is where the King of Kings is.
Now the King of... And KO and the win over the game. Absolutely incredible.
Two of the greatest. They fight in the favor of the Apex Predator. Sports Entertainment. RKO.
Time greats. There's a reason called the Legend Killer.
Triple H looking for a pedigree, which ran honor in the first RKO.
Yeah, the trip for the pedigree.
To make it this deep into the matchup. But felt a little too unstoppable. And about the RKO.
Sly style here tonight.